According to Florence Scovel Shinn, life is not a game of some dark and unknown force, but a luminous system that operates its laws through a person's thoughts, words, imagination, belief, and inner vibration. And this is the fundamental truth that reveals the root of every shortage, every difficulty, every financial blockage, and every inner barrier in life. Because Shin says that money never comes through need, but through authority, belief, and inner command. As long as a person considers themselves dependent, deprived, needs-based, and helpless, life keeps returning the same conditions to them. But the moment a person lifts their inner frequency from "I need it" to "this is my right, I have already received it," the universal system begins opening the doors that were previously closed. And this is the lesson Shin says a person must learn from the center of their soul. She says that money is not a game of metal, paper, or digits, but a spiritual current that constantly flows toward the one who sees themselves as an heir of the divine source, fully deserving of supply and an unobstructed receiver. Shin says people often attach money to worldly things, jobs, monthly salary, luck, circumstances, people's generosity, or market conditions, but in reality, money does not come from these things. These are only channels, and channels change, shrink, grow, close, and reopen. The true source of supply is only one: the divine, unlimited substance. And when a person understands that money does not come from outside but from within, through inner belief, imagination, vibration, and divine authority, the entire system of their life begins to transform. Shin also says that when a person holds on to fear within and keeps saying, "I don't get it. How will it come? My circumstances are difficult. What should I do?" they are actually issuing a negative decree, a universal command which the universe immediately accepts. Because every word is a command, every thought a message, and every emotion a divine order. That is why she repeatedly says, "Never use words of lack, for they are orders you unknowingly place upon the universe, and the universe always obeys." According to Shin, abundance activates when a person makes within themselves that sacred demand which is filled with authority, free of fear, free of doubt, and free of begging energy. She says that sacred demand is when a person tells the universal system, "I am divine's rightful heir. What I desire is already mine. The doors are open for me, and I accept my supply." Shin also says that sacred demand must always be in the present tense, because if you say, "I will receive," you are telling the universe that you haven't received it yet. And as long as the vibration of "not yet" continues, the future will remain in the future and never arrive in the present. This is why, according to Shin, the strongest declaration is, "I have already received my good." And when a person speaks these words with belief, they activate a new portal in their energy field through which money, opportunities, provisions, supply, clients, ideas, divine interventions, and unexpected channels begin to flow into their life. Shin says that a person should keep deadlines for their financial goals, but these deadlines must not come from fear, pressure, or helplessness, but from authority and command, like her famous decree, "It will come before Sunday." Shin says this deadline reminds the divine that the person is demanding their rightful good and creates an energetic container in which the manifestation can anchor into form. This principle shows that a time limit activates cosmic precision, gives direction to energy, and focuses the vibration. When you say, "I have already received this thing before Sunday," you give your subconscious an order to remove obstacles, open pathways, activate inspiration, and connect you to the people, places, and ideas that can bring this manifestation into physical reality. According to Shin, a person feels the most lack when they attach their inner vibration to scarcity, meaning fear, and scarcity thinking. She says scarcity is not an outer condition, it is an inner wound, a habit, a training, a belief system learned from childhood, situations, or society. Until a person heals this inner wound, money does not stay with them, nor grow. That's why she says every person must shift their frequency from poverty vibration to prosperity vibration. And this shift only comes when a person becomes conscious of their words, monitors their thoughts,
aligns their emotions, and accepts their divine source. Shinn also says something deeply profound. No man can take from you what God has ordained for you. Meaning, if divine has written your supply, then no power, no circumstance, no person, no difficulty, and no blockage can stop it. Blockage only appears when a person themselves blocks the energy with doubt and fear. That is why Shinn says, money never gets stuck outside. It gets stuck inside where energy blocks, beliefs slow down, and expectations weaken. And when a person aligns their belief with divine authority, all worldly obstacles melt and begin clearing the path. According to Shinn, the greatest secret of money is that money flows to those who call it, not those who chase it. What is calling? Calling is creating a faith-based vibration. I am worthy. I have already received. I am a magnet for supply. Everyday money is increasing for me. I am a divine channel. The person who creates this vibration experiences opportunities from places they never imagined. Shinn also says gratitude multiplies energy. When a person expresses thanks for their current supply, the universe opens more doors for them, because gratitude is a receiving mode. Complaint is a blocking mode. And as long as a person keeps complaining about circumstances, people, luck, or timing, they block their own good with their own vibration. But the moment they say, divine is my source, supply is unlimited, the entire energetic system shifts. According to Shinn, money is always circling around us, ready to enter our life, but it does not enter until we give it permission. This permission comes from sacred demand, from authority, from belief, and from divine partnership. When a person says, I activate my wealth frequency, they open within themselves a channel through which provision, supply, opportunities, and financial shifts begin to flow into their life. And Shinn's most important principle is, your word is your wand. Meaning, what you speak becomes the pathway of your life. If you repeatedly say, my money gets stuck, I have difficulty, I feel stressed, these words become a curse. But if you say, divine supply freely flows through me, these words become a blessing. Every word is a seed. Every seed brings its own harvest. According to Shinn, when a person brings a command-based vibration into their life, such as, I have already received this supply before Sunday, they give the subconscious an active instruction, and the subconscious uses all its power to fulfill that instruction by collaborating with the universe. And this is the point where the divine and the human action become one. Therefore, if you want to activate the energy of money in your life, then according to Shinn, the first step is this: change your words, activate your authority, issue your sacred demand, and shift your vibration into receiving mode. When you do this, money is not a difficult thing, not a distant mystery, not a complicated system. Money begins flowing towards you like waterfalls of light.